Okay, so what happened is I thought that the equipment I used to record had completely failed on me. I thought that perhaps my mixing board, my microphone, for some reason had died. I spent a nice chunk of my Thanksgiving break getting everything set up, setting up the recording space, getting the equipment just the way I wanted it so that I could go through and get the first 3 episodes of this podcast recorded. I thought everything was fine. Saw the last video here on the channel. I got that first one laid down. It all felt good. It all looked good until yesterday when I sat down to start editing together the first actual podcasts to be released out into the world. Right off the bat, as soon as I started editing, it sounded like garbage. I had no idea what had gone wrong. I had spent a couple of hours worth of time laying this all down, setting it up, speaking it out, and here I am with a pile of useless audio. It sounded like I was talking through a tin can. The whole thing, it was just a freaking mess. And here it is, I've got this deadline that I set for myself of releasing this podcast, these first 3 episodes, at the end of this week. The end of November. I gave myself this 30-day challenge to design, plan, build, record, and release this podcast in 30 days. Here I am, just days from the end, and I feel like I've hit a complete wall because now my equipment is fried. I'm not confident and happy with the results. No matter what I do to this thing in editing software, I can't fix why it sounds like crap. I actually recorded a video yesterday on this phone with a ridiculous pity party, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Thinking I've gotta just put the whole thing on hold. I've gotta invest in new equipment now. This is gonna delay everything because I just can't bring myself to release something that I am not happy with. I'm like, this sucks. I look like an idiot. I feel like an idiot. I'm screwed. I don't know what to do. And I get that the person I'm accountable to is myself, and I'm not happy with myself. Thankfully, I have a really amazing wife who said to me, it's okay, take a breath. We'll figure it out. We always do. That's why this person is amazing. As I'm sitting on my phone last night trying to figure out on Amazon a Blue Yeti versus a snowball versus a Rode versus a whatever the hell else there is, trying to educate myself and learn, trying to think of who I should reach out to for advice on which one to buy, even though I don't want to buy new gear. And then all of a sudden, it freaking hit me. Before I do this, before I pull the trigger and plunk down money on a new microphone, maybe I should just go back and double check. Make sure I didn't miss something. So here it is, 10:30 at night last night. The whole house is going to bed. Come back down here to the studio, fire everything back up, start digging in, thinking I've got to work the problem backwards. Maybe it's not the gear. Maybe there's absolutely nothing wrong with this mixing board and this microphone. Maybe I did something wrong in setting up those 2 recordings, because I use this equipment every week on Saturday for the live streams, and other than sometimes I've got the volume too loud and I blow it out, there's really nothing wrong with the audio quality. Now, I record audio on a commonly used program, Audacity. I've got a USB adapter to go from the mixing board to the computer. I'm looking at every wire, every connection, everywhere there could be something wrong with the audio coming into the computer. It all looks great. I dig into Audacity. I'm looking at any possible settings. Do I have a filter on? Do I have a setting wrong? And there it is, right in front of me. Audacity is set to record from the little tiny pinhole microphone on the front of the laptop. Now, I feel like an even bigger idiot. One little button click, and voila, we're on the USB audio. Turn it on, fire it up, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Sounds like freaking gold. So really, the moral of the story for me, my friends, was don't jump to conclusions. Don't make an assumption based on, oh my God, it must be this. Don't lose your mind over a potential setback. If you haven't really done the work to troubleshoot and figure out what went wrong, because in my case, it turned out to be something really simple that I overlooked in the midst of my panic. Have you ever done that? Have you ever been on the wrong side of, oh my God, what happened? Tell me about it in the comments below, because I'd sure love to know that I'm not the only moron out there that's done this. So, thank you for listening to my story and my little rant, and thank you so much for the continued support on this project. Like I said, I am days away from launching this podcast. First 3 episodes all go up at once, and hopefully this is the start of a new business for me. That's it for now, but as always, I want to thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the road. First, I've got to record the third episode.